back here at Chase Field. And starting in this one, Todd Anderson. And Singy, as you know, he took home the AL Cy Young Award last year.
Well, Boog, he was healthy last year and gained a tremendous amount of confidence. He took a big step forward last season. I think he'll take another one this season.
Now it's the shortstop, Pedro Valido.
The shortstop, Pedro
Anderson, a tall lefty, 265 pounds. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. That's out to center field. Rodriguez sizes this one up, drops into the glove, and there's one down.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Joseph Ortiz now at the plate. Just missed. That one close, ruled a ball. And the count now 2-0. And that one clips the corner.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Next offering misses, 3-1. And there's ball four.
That's ball four.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Man at first, David Coe stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
He's been on fire at the dish lately, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
On the ground, 2 ball. To second, there's one. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. On to the second inning here in the desert. No score. We head to the bottom of the second, and now the first baseman, Blaine McDowell. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Anderson back to work. That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Just misses. And the count is 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
1-2 now. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Walker Jenkins stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And that is out of play. Anderson, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a slurve, and he occasionally uses a curve. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Out, number 2.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 30.
Reed De Silva stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Ball one there. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball two. Right through there for a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
2 outs. And that one wrapped foul. In the air, right field.
I got it.
Carroll pulls it down and he makes the catch. That is the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We played 2 full. We're tied 0-0. Back here in the desert. And now here is Edgar Carroll. And a foul ball.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
That's to third, and it stays fair.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Here's the second baseman, Ramon Valenzuela. On the ground to first, could be 2. There's 1.
He's up.
Back to first, and that is a double play.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
Here's the left fielder. That one missed.
Ball 1.
Two out, space is empty. Next pitch is downstairs. And that drops in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Next offering is down low. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Full count.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Got him. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. It's the Orioles 2 and the Diamondbacks nothing. And we're back. Bottom 4. Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Pedro Valido. Valido measures 5 feet 8 inches, 22 years old. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Ball, that's just out. Hey. Yeah.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Basallo collects, fires to first, in time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Now here is Joseph Ortiz. On the ground to the left, Smith. Over to first. Play is made, 2 out.
The center fielder, number 11, David Coe.
So digging in, David Coe. He hit into a double play his first time up. Up the middle, sneaks through, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
The first baseman, number
Blaine McDowell stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Hit hard, base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
First and second, 2 outs. Walker Jenkins stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Outside with a breaking ball. Tying run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Yeah, that's fouled off. And a count 1-2. Two on, 2 outs. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Next one misses, and the count is even, 2-2. Two outs. Swings and misses, struck him out.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Anderson back to work. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Well, these Diamondbacks, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the topspin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Carroll kicks low, second trip to the plate in this one. On the ground. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they can't get the out. Man at first with one gone. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Ramon Valenzuela. He's 0 for 1. And that one is downstairs. Ball 1. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
1-1.
Ground ball up the middle. Oh, great stop. Flips it from the ground. That's one. And he'll eat it and be happy with the out.
Oh, that is such a tough play, but they make it look easy. They slow the game down. That diving stop right there, it's only part of the equation. Then you got to collect yourself, get up, make a good throw, and you got to get it there in time. That's the toughest part, especially when it's got to be on the money.
And here is number 8. And that's downstairs and outside. Step off throw to first. And he's back in on a dive. Next offering is downstairs.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Valenzuela off of first with 2 away. Close, but called the ball. And now 3-0.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
That one finds the zone, and the count is 3-1.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Got him looking. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Orioles 2 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Back here at Chase Field, and now the shortstop, Pedro Valido.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
Up and in, ball one.
That's a good
Ball
pitch
one,
there.
no strike.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a foul out of play.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Ground ball right side, Soderstrom. And he handles it himself for the out.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Here's the third baseman, Joseph Ortiz. He's 0 for 1. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Down in the dirt, swing and a miss.
Man, he really sells the
No
changeup
ball,
with
2
that arm
strikes.
action.
In the air, left field. Alvarez in position. Makes the grab, 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
At the plate now. That's ball 1.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Out to short, and it's through for a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
The first baseman, number 9, Lane.
Here's a big power threat. Lane McDowell. That misses.
That's a ball.
And that's ball 1. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. In the dirt, but kept close. Goes to second, save! And he's into scoring position with 2 away on a wild pitch. And that one is in the dirt, and it's 3-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it. As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with this speed. A base hit, it's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And ball 4 to a board.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Walker Jenkins stands in now for the Diamondbacks. 0 for 2 in this one. Fought off foul. Swings and misses. And that's strike 2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner around third, on his way to the plate. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single, and it's a one-run game.
Picks himself up at RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
First and second, 2 outs. De Silva digs in now. Well, Chris, you got the right-handed slugger at the plate. Are you surprised that they're sticking with the lefty on the mound?
No, not at all, because actually he's a reverse splits guy, and this is the best spot for him to be at.
And that misses. 1-0.
Count 1-0.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And the count 1-2.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
2 on, 2 outs. That's a little bit low.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Got him! Inning over, and it could have been worse.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jose Alvarado.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Anderson struck out 7 against 1 earned run in 6 innings.
Some really good work from him on the mound, Boog. Maybe not dominant, but put together some good innings and helped lift him to the win. Nice job.